Good morning, class 10 students. As you know, we are doing coordinate geometry, and if you are following all the lectures, then you will understand the topic very easily. So today we are doing again. Let us revise the two formula that you will learn. One is the distance formula, which is PQ is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? And there is section formula which says that internal division and external division. For internal division, the formula is kx2 plus x1 upon k plus 1, and the external division is ky2 plus y1 upon k plus 1. So I'm sure you are solving all the questions. If there is internal, see, this is for internal division only. This is your x, this is y, and for external division this becomes minus, this becomes minus, right? So if you are following all the lectures, then you would have solved the questions, but not, then I will solve the questions here. First let's see one question here, question number 12 of 9.2. The question is, find the ratio where points minus 3 comma p divides internally the line segment which joins points minus 4 minus 5 minus 4 minus 2 3. So you have to find a point p. The coordinates of point p are minus 3 comma p and divides the line segment minus 5 minus 4 and minus 2 3, right? So this is the point here, and these are the two other points we're talking about. So we have to find the ratio and also the value of p. This is just like that x-axis question we have done. So let's solve it. This is your question number 12, and how will you solve this? Suppose we look at the x coordinate is 3, so you can let the ratio be k is to 1. Let the ratio be k is to 1. So now you multiply this minus 2k minus 5. So you write minus 2k minus 5. This is how it goes. Cross multiply them. With k you multiply minus 2 and 1 you multiply minus 5. So you get minus 2k minus 5 minus 2k minus 5. Okay, minus 2k minus 5 upon k plus 1. So even if it is external division, you can sometimes use the same formula. If the value of k is negative, then it is external division. So even in internal or external, sometimes we use just one formula. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Wait. So here we find the value of k here, minus 3k minus 3k minus 2k minus 1. So we get what? Minus 3k plus 2k. What is minus 3k plus 2k? Minus 3k plus 2k is 3 minus 5. So that is comes to what? Minus k is equal to minus 2. So are we getting k is equal to 2? So the ratio is 2 is to 1. So the ratio is 2 is to 1. And if that is the ratio, can you now find the value of p? To find the value of p, we will be using the same formula for y coordinate. So what is that? The same formula for y coordinate will be something like this. Suppose the value of p is this one, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 plus 1 multiplied by minus 4 upon 2 plus 1, that is 3, right? So we are getting what? P is equal to 2 by 3. So we just got the value of P also 2 by 3, and the ratio is 2 is to 1. Let's check whether this answer is correct or not. This is our 9.2, the question number 12. 2 is to 1 and P 2 by 3 is the correct answer. So you see what we have done. We have used the section formula here, and then we have solved the value of K and value of P. Both we have got, right? Important thing is, sometimes we can use the same formula for external and internal division. And that is very interesting. If you don't know whether it is externally dividing or internally dividing, just use this formula kx2 plus x1 upon k plus 1 for x. Now, when you apply this formula and suppose you get the value of k as negative, if you get the value of k as negative, that means it is external division. And if k is, the value of k is positive, then it is internal division. But when you use this plus formula, I am not saying if you use minus formula, then the value of k will be what? Positive even for external division. But if you are not sure whether it is external or internal division, then you can use this formula, and then if you get the value of k as negative, then you can say that it is externally dividing. So that means that section formula is just one in, but in your level you can use minus for external and plus for internal. Is that okay? Minus for external and plus for internal division. Okay, so you can easily understand that same formula can be used for both the calculations. Now there are many more questions like how will you do collinearity. Now collinearity questions I will do here for you. If you want to prove that 3 points are collinear by distance formula, you can do like this. Suppose there is A, B and C. So if I can prove that AB plus BC is equal to AC, okay. So if I can prove that AB plus BC is equal to AC, then their points are collinear. But if you are not sure about the points, then this formula gives you a very lengthy answer. For example, question number 8 of miscellaneous. Now we come to miscellaneous exercise 9. And the question I will read for you so that you can understand what I am talking about. The question is, if the point 1 2 minus 1x and 2 3, these 3 points are collinear, what is the value of x? Now you cannot use it. If you try to use distance formula, it is a very lengthy calculation, very lengthy calculation. So instead of using a distance formula, assume that it is given that they are collinear. So this point could be dividing these 2 points in some ratio k is to 1. So now can we use section formula? Yes. Let us assume that this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. B is dividing AC in some ratio k is to 1. If you are not sure about internal and external, you can just write k is to 1. If k is negative, external; k is positive, internal. Now, if they are collinear, then let the ratio k is to 1. So what is the value of k? You look at the x coordinate. Remember, they are deliberately given x in y place. So minus 1 is equal to, this is for x coordinate, and the ratio is k is to 1. So k into 2, 2k, 1 into 1 plus 1 upon k plus 1. Okay. Now cross multiply, minus k minus 1, 2k plus 1. Okay. So this will give us what? Minus 3k is equal to 2. K is equal to minus 2 by 3. That means we have got a negative value, but this is allowed. This means that the B is not in between A and C. B is outside A and B, A and C. So k is minus 2 by 3. Now you can find the value of x, and x is the y coordinate here, remember. So k into 3. What is k into 3? K into 3 means, what is k here? Minus 2 by 3 into 3 plus 2 upon k plus 1. K plus 1 is minus 2, 3 plus 1. So we are using the same plus formula because we have already found that k is negative. This is allowed, okay? This is okay. Let's take the LCM. We can also cancel this. We are getting 0. See, 0 upon something is whatever is this is 0. So the value of x must be 0. So the point is x is equal to 0. So this point is minus 1 comma 0. But we also now know the ratio, which is externally dividing in the ratio 2 is to 3. Now let's check the answer for this one. 8 should be B here. 8 is B here. Okay, fine. And another thing is, if you find this ratio to be negative, that means external division. But this negative quantity can also be, if you remove the negative sign, this could be like a proper fraction or improper fraction. So if it is proper fraction, that means this point where this is A, this is C. Now if suppose I take B here, then this is 2 and this, we always take AB and AC. So AB is 2 and AC is 3. So for if it is proper, B will come towards left side, and if it is suppose 3 by 2, then B would have come here. But that is just technical point. Let's do some more questions here. So we have got some very good questions. You should try all the objective type questions. Okay. Distance of point 34 from y-axis will be, no need to use distance formula, just apply your brain. See how. First question, I'm talking about miscellaneous. What is the distance of point 3, 4 from y-axis? Now this is suppose x-axis, this is y-axis. Where is 3, 4? This one. So this is 3, 4. This is 3, and this is 4. So this is 4 units. So where is the y-axis? This. So this distance is the 3 units. So this is 3 units from y-axis and 4 units from x-axis. It is just the reverse. Remember always. Suppose somebody asks you what is the distance of 5 minus 2 from the x-axis. The second question, you will write 2 units. Don't consider the negative sign. So it is 2 units away from x-axis and 5 units away from y-axis. So you can directly write this, okay, without using the distance formula. Some of these questions are very good. For example, 11 questions, when you are to find quadrilateral, its sides, what type of quadrilateral, first you check the distance formula, find all the distances. If all the distances are equal, it could be a rhombus or a square. Then you check the diagonals. If the diagonals are equal, then it will definitely be a rhombus plus rectangle, and rhombus plus rectangle is a square. So we can do this way. Question number 11, and 10th is point xy that is at equidistant from point 21 and choose it to. So you can try the 10th question. Okay, let's do 10th question. It's a very good question, has come in exams, board exams also. So let's do the 10th question first. Question number 10 says, if point x comma y, this is the point, okay, is at equal distance from 2 points A and B. I am writing like this. Points are 2, 1 and 1, minus 2. Then what is the relationship between x and y? Okay. Equal distance means we can write PA is equal to PB. It's a very important question, can be asked in exams. So you write PA is equal to PB, then you get PA square is equal to PB square, right? So what is PA here? X minus 2 whole square. What is PB? Y minus 1 whole square, right? PA is x minus 2 whole square, PB is y minus 1 whole square. That is, this is PA only, sorry, and PB is x minus 1 whole square, y plus 2 whole square, right? This way. So now just solve this and get the values of x and y. That is, this relationship will come. Let's see which relationship we are talking about. X square plus 4 minus 4x plus y square plus 1 minus 2y is equal to x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square plus 4 plus 4y, something like this. Now you can cancel this and this. X square, y square gets cancelled both sides, and what is left? You get 4 plus 1, 5. So let me write it here, okay. 4 plus 1 is 5 minus 4x minus 2y. 4 plus minus 4x minus 2y, and that side is again 5. So 5 should have got cancelled anyhow. We are again getting 5, is it? Yeah. So 5 minus 2x plus 4y. 5 and 5 gets cancelled. Okay, you could have cancelled it earlier also. 2x minus, we can take everything that side. 4x minus 2x, take 2x plus 6y. Divide by 2, you get x plus 3y is equal to 0. That is the relationship we are looking at. X plus 3y is equal to 0. Choice number A. So 10th A should be there. Yes. So this way you should solve this. This is the object. This is objective type in the book, but in exam it comes in subjective. So what we have done, I will just repeat here. PA is equal to PB. PA square is equal to PB square. Apply distance formula from P to A and P to B. Use identities, expand it, cancel x square, y square, and cancel the constants, add x and y, and you get this relationship, right? So we have got many more questions. So I'll give you this much as homework, and then the remaining questions to try also, and then I'll solve them here because they are very important questions about quadrilateral. I've just now told you square has all sides equal and diagonals also equal. If all sides are equal, we can only say that it is a rhombus. So if the diagonals are also equal, then only we can say it's a square. So you should try those sort of questions, okay? And let's see how many questions you are able to solve on your own. So see you in the next class.